So I will just revise the things of yesterday which we have seen, and then we will move forward. Okay, so I will just revise the things once again, all the basics which I have told yesterday. Okay, so in case you don't get my voice, you can directly tell me. Okay, otherwise we shall continue. So we have seen in coordinate geometry, it's all about position of an object or position of a point in a plane. Okay, and generally in ninth class we will consider xy plane. Xy plane means there will be two axes. Okay, there will be two axes. So one vertical axis and another horizontal axis. Okay, one will be vertical axis and another will be horizontal axis. So horizontal axis is called as x-axis. So on the right side it is positive x, on the left side it is negative x. If we talk about y-axis, then on the upper side it is positive y, on the lower side it is negative y-axis. Okay. The point where both the axes intersect is called as origin, which is represented by O or 0. Okay. And then on the right hand side, x-axis is positive, so we will take positive integers 1, 2, 3, 4, which are equidistant. So generally we do this in graph paper. Okay. Oh, I think I forgot to share the screen. 1 minute. Sorry. Yeah, so I hope you must have understood what I was speaking. This is the diagram. So horizontal axis is x-axis and vertical axis is y-axis. On the right side of horizontal axis, there are positive integers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And it goes on till infinity. Similarly, on the negative x-axis, there will be negative integers -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, -10. It will go on. On the positive y-axis, that is above part, there will be positive integers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Similarly, on the lower side, there will be negative integers -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -6, and -7. Okay, so now these are two axes, x-axis, y-axis. Okay, and we have seen how do we plot the, how do we make the axis. Okay, now if I talk about quadrant, so first we start from here. It represents first quadrant, then this one is second quadrant, this one is third quadrant, and this last one is lower left row, lower right side is fourth quadrant. So there are four quadrants in a xy plane. Okay, now we represent a point as coordinate. Coordinate is a point with respect to x and y axis. Okay, so so I was talking about that because as the topic name is coordinate geometry, so here we will see how do we represent coordinates. Now, what are coordinates? Coordinate is like a position of a point with respect to x and y axis. Okay, so coordinate is a point with respect distance of point, or coordinate is position of point with respect to x axis and y axis. So let us say if I talk about point 3 comma 4. Okay, so we always write, yesterday I have told, we always write x coordinate first and y coordinate later. So it is always x comma y, where x represents x coordinate and y represents y coordinate. So if I want to represent 3 comma 4, so 3. First, I will talk about x-axis. So on x-axis, the distance is 3. Okay. And on y-axis, the distance is 4. So it will be something like here. Okay. It will be something like somewhere here. So this point will represent 3, 4. If I say, let us say minus 5, 3. Okay. So again, x-axis is minus 5 and y-axis is 3. Okay. X-axis is minus 5 and y-axis is 3. So first we will represent x-axis. We will see x-axis. So on x-axis, we can see here minus 5 will be on the left side. So minus 5 here, and 3 is positive. Y-axis is positive. So it will be above. And this will be the point. Okay. So I will get this point as 5 comma minus 5 comma 3. I hope you are getting this. Are you understanding this, Aliva?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Third coordinate, let us take. We will take minus 4 comma 6. We will take minus 4 comma minus 6. Okay. Now x coordinate is minus 4, y coordinate is minus 6. So here we will see x coordinate is minus 4. So it will be on the negative side, minus 4 comma minus 6. So it is minus 4. And if I just draw perpendicular below, because y-axis is negative, so it will be minus 6. Okay. So this point will be called as minus 4 comma minus 6. And if I just draw the point like this, minus 4 comma minus 6. And last point I would like to take is, let us say 6 comma minus 3. Okay, so here x coordinate is 6, positive 6, and y coordinate is minus 3. So x coordinate is positive, I will take it on the right side. So it will become x equal to 6 and y equal to minus 3. It will be something like somewhere like here. Okay, so it will be 6 comma minus 3. So on x-axis it will be 6 and on y-axis it will be minus 3. So it will be something like this. Okay, so these are the four. I have taken four coordinates which are representing four quadrants. Okay, so you can see, if I talk about the nature of the coordinate or the nature of the point, okay, so it can be positive or negative. So in the first quadrant, can you see x coordinate and y coordinate both are positive, 3 comma 4. Okay, so in a, like in first quadrant, both the coordinates are positive, x and y both. Okay, then we go to second quadrant. Can you tell me in second quadrant which one is negative and which one is positive? Yes,
3 is positive and minus 5 is negative.
that's correct. 3 is positive, minus 5 is negative, no doubt about it. I'm talking in terms of coordinates. So we can say here x coordinate is negative and y coordinate is positive. So in second quadrant, if you go in second quadrant, whatever point you take, whichever point you take in second quadrant, it will always be x coordinate will always be negative and y coordinate will always be positive. Similarly, whichever point you take in first quadrant, both the coordinate will always be positive. Okay, what about third quadrant? Can you tell? What about third quadrant?
It is y is minus and x is also minus.
Y is minus. Okay, y coordinate is negative and x coordinate is also negative, or it must be negative. And in the fourth coordinate, we can see x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is negative. Okay, now, so I hope this thing must be clear. Another point which I told yesterday also, we call x coordinate. What is another name for x coordinate and what is another name for y coordinate? Can anyone tell? What is another name for x coordinate and y coordinate respectively? Yes. I have told yesterday that x coordinate is also called as abscissa. Do you remember? So abscissa, 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 and y coordinate is also called as ordinate. Okay, so now we can say in terms of abscissa and ordinate that in the first quadrant, both abscissa and ordinate are positive. In the second quadrant, abscissa is negative but ordinate is positive. In the third quadrant, abscissa is negative and ordinate is also negative. In the fourth quadrant, abscissa is positive but ordinate is negative. So in this way we can say, okay. Now, okay, this was fine. And we also seen the sign convention. Would you like to write it? So you can write it down because yesterday you might not have written. Once you write it, you can tell me. I shall move forward with another concept. Once you are done, you can tell me. And you should write everything. Like here I've shown that on x-axis you should write x on the right side and minus x on the left side. So that should also be very clear. Okay. Yes. Are you done?
Yes, sir, it's done.
Okay. So this was like ordinate and abscissa we have seen. After this, we will see that what is the generalized point on x-axis and y-axis. Okay. Before that, we will see what is the distance of a point from x-axis and y-axis respectively. Okay. So for the first point, we will consider 3, 4. Okay. We will consider 3, 4. I will use yellow pen. Yellow pen, will it be visible? Yeah. So here we will consider first point 3, 4. So we can see in the point 3, 4, x coordinate is 3 and y coordinate is 4, or we can say abscissa is 3 and ordinate is 4. And now the distance, if I talk about distance from x-axis, so see this is 3. Okay, it means this will also be 3. And this one is 4 y-axis or the y coordinate, so this will be 4. So from x-axis, the distance is 4. And from y-axis, the distance is 3. Okay, did you understand? So from x-axis, the distance is ordinate. From the y-axis, the distance is abscissa. Okay, and distance is always positive. distance is always positive. So we take it as with positive sign. Just like I'll tell you, I'll show it here. For the second point minus 5 comma 3, for the second point minus 5 comma 3, is yellow pen visible to you when I am just writing something? Or is it very light?
Oh, sir, it's visible.
Okay, so for minus 4, thank you. For second point minus 5 comma 3, we can see that of course this abscissa or the x coordinate is minus 5. But when I talk about distance, it is 5. Okay, because it is 5 unit or 5 centimeter, whatever it be. Okay, so it is 5. So, and this will be 3. So distance from x-axis of minus 5 comma 3 will be 3, and from y-axis it will be 5. We don't know, we don't take negative sign because distance is always positive. Okay, now we go to third point, minus 4 comma minus 6. Now can you tell me what is the distance from x-axis and y-axis respectively? Yes. Did you understand the first two when I just explained 3 comma 4 minus 5 comma 3? And if you have understood, then you can tell minus 4 comma minus 6. What is the distance of this point from x-axis and y-axis respectively?
Sir, it will be 6.
6 from which axis, x or y?
X.
Perfect. 6 from x-axis and 4 from y-axis. So for the distance from x-axis, we take coordinate, that is y coordinate. And for distance from y-axis, we take x coordinate, that is abscissa. Okay. Now, for the fourth quadrant, that is 6 comma minus 3, for the fourth point, we can see that the distance from x-axis would be 3 and y-axis would be 6. So this is distance. Okay. So I hope you must have understood the concept of finding distance or distance of a point from x-axis or y-axis. Okay. Now we will go to uh, generalized point on x-axis and y-axis. For this, I will be using red pen only. Okay. So on x-axis, just you can remember this. It's quite logical. On x-axis, y coordinate is always 0. On x-axis, so this is y. This is x-axis. On this x-axis, y coordinate is will always be 0 because we are not moving on the y side. We are not moving either upside or downside. हम ना ही ऊपर जा रहे हैं ना ही नीचे जा रहे हैं, सिर्फ एक्स एक्सिस पे अगर घूम रहे हैं तो उस केस में क्या होगा, सिर्फ एक्स एक्सिस की वैल्यू चेंज होगी, लेकिन वाई कोऑर्डिनेट हमेशा क्या होगा, 0 होता है. ओके, सो ऑन एक्स एक्सिस ऑर्डिनेट इज ऑलवेज 0. Ordinate is equal to 0. We will take few examples. I will use black pen. Suppose this point I consider it will be 1 comma 0. If this point I consider it will be 2 comma 0. If this point I consider it will be 5 comma 0. If this point I consider it will be 9 comma 0. Okay. If here on the negative x-axis, if I consider it will be, this point will be minus 3 comma 0. If I consider this point, it will be minus 7 comma 0. If I consider this point, it will be minus 10 comma 0. See, you can see in all the points on x-axis, ordinate is always 0. That is y coordinate is always 0. Okay. Similarly, on y-axis, can you tell me what will be 0 on y-axis? On y-axis, abscissa will be 0. Abscissa means x coordinate will always be 0. Okay. So to see this, we will consider with black pen. If I take the coordinate of this point, it will be 2, 0. If I take this one, it will be 5, 0. If I take this one, it will be 7. Sorry, 0, 7. Sorry, it will be 0, 2. I will use here. Okay. When I take any point on y-axis, abscissa will be 0. So it will become 0, 5, 0, 7. This point will be 0, 2. If I go on negative y-axis, it will be, this point will be, let us say it will be 0, -2. If I take this point, -4, it will be 0, -4. If I take this point, it will be 0, -6. Overall, what we have seen that on the x-axis, coordinate is 0, that is y coordinate. Then y-axis, x coordinate is 0. And it is must. ना ऐसा होगा ही. And what is the coordinate of origin? Origin का coordinate क्या होता है? तो देखो यहाँ पे इस पॉइंट से जो बीच में है, जहाँ पे दोनों एक्सिस टकरा रहे हैं, वहां से x एक्सिस भी 0 पे है और y एक्सिस भी 0 पे है. तो इसका कोऑर्डिनेट क्या हो जाएगा? 0, 0. Okay, like this. This is a xy plane, and we have considered all the cases of this. Okay, you can note the things. अभी मैंने जो distance वाला बात बताया था आपको आखिरी में, and also you can note this last point on x-axis on 0, on y-axis exercise 0. You can note this point down. Then we shall move further. Once done, you can tell me. We shall move to exercises.
Yes, sir, it's done.
Do you have any doubt, or everything is clear?
Everything is clear.
Okay, very nice. So yesterday we have seen some question of exercise 1. Actually, this is like we have finished the theoretical part of this. The theoretical part of this chapter. So see here, you can see things are written. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2 that we have seen, isn't it? And then here the points are shown. X coordinate, Y coordinate, the perpendicular distance. So you find that the perpendicular distance of the point P from the y-axis is measured along the positive direction of x-axis. So Pn equal to Om equal to 4 units. So here it is showing that what will be the distance from x-axis and y-axis of a point. Okay. So I have already considered that point. Now, see, this is like solved example, I guess. So here we have to find the coordinate. Okay, let me read the question first. Okay, so these are the filling the blanks type of question. The abscissa and the ordinate of the, can you see that? Example 1. The abscissa and the ordinate of the point B are, hence the coordinate of the B are. So you have to find abscissa, ordinate, and then coordinate. Okay, so we'll try to find these things here. Okay, so if I talk about point B, we will solve this question. If you talk about point B, then what will be abscissa? What will be abscissa of point B? Abscissa means x coordinate. So what is the x coordinate of point B in this diagram? Page number 58 of NCERT. This is point B. What is the abscissa and ordinate? I'm waiting for your reply.
Sir, can you repeat?
I was saying, see here the points are given B, S, L, M. Okay. So we have to find abscissa and ordinate of all the points and also the coordinate. So can you tell me about B? What is the abscissa of B?
Sir, it will be 4,
Yeah, abscissa will be 4 and ordinate will be,
3,
so coordinate will become 4 comma 3. Similarly for M, what will be the abscissa?
-3.
And ordinate will be 4. So coordinate will be -3 comma 4. For point L, abscissa will be -5 and ordinate will be -4. So this is the third quadrant. In third quadrant, both are negative. In second quadrant, X abscissa is negative, ordinate is positive. And in the last quadrant, if I talk about point S, what will be the coordinate of S? What will be the coordinate of S? Yes,
It will be 3. Sorry,
that is
it
abscissa and ordinate.
-4.
So coordinate will be 3 comma -4. So it's like simple. So this whole chapter is like this only. It's quite easy. So, and the concepts which were there in this chapter, I have already taught. Just you need to solve it. Okay. So just like in example 2, write the coordinate of the points marked on the axis. So whatever points are given A, B, C, D, we have to just find or write its coordinate. So let us try. Point A. Can you tell me the coordinate of point A? Yes, can you tell me the coordinate of point A
Sir,
in the
it will
diagram?
be 0.
No, in 3.12 diagram, coordinate of A will be not 0. Coordinate means both abscissa and ordinate. So what is abscissa of A? I have just zoomed it. Now you may be able to see it.
Sir, abscissa is 0 and coordinate is 4.
No, abscissa is 4 and ordinate is 0. And coordinate will be 4 comma 0. I have already taught you that on the x-axis, y coordinate is 0. See, suppose let us say one ant is here at origin. Okay, one ant is there at origin. Now she is moving on the x-axis. So see, if she is moving, means ant is moving on the x-axis, what is changing? Continuously x coordinates are changing. Is y coordinate changing for the ant? Yes, yes, Aliva. If someone is moving from origin to point A, which coordinate is changing, x or y?
X.
X is changing. So suppose let us say, as I was giving example of an ant, suppose an ant is there at the origin in this diagram and she is moving on the x-axis. So at this point, her coordinate will be 1 comma 0. At this point, her coordinate will be 2 comma 0. At this point, it will be 3 comma 0. And at point A, it will be 4 comma 0. So abscissa is 4 and ordinate is 0. Okay, it means the distance of the ant is now, suppose ant is at A, then the distance of ant from y-axis will be 4 units, but from the x-axis will be 0 because it is on the x-axis. Got it? Did you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let us talk about B. Can you tell me the coordinate of B? On y-axis. So point B is on the y-axis. On y-axis, what is 0? Yes, what will be the coordinate of B?
It will be 3.
So, like, if you tell only one number, then it can be either abscissa or ordinate, but I'm talking about coordinate. Coordinate means x comma y.
So it will be 0, 3.
Okay, it will be 0, 3. Because if an ant is here at origin and she is moving on the y-axis, then her y coordinate will change. But x coordinate is remaining constant, which is equal to 0. So coordinate of point B will be 0, 3. Now let us talk about C. What will be the coordinate of C? Yes, coordinate of C will be, see here, x-axis is changing. Okay, y-axis is not changing. Then it will be, first we write x coordinate -5 and then y coordinate it will be 0. Okay, let us talk about point D. What will the coordinate of point D? Yes,
Will be 0, -4.
0, -4. Very good. Okay, and what will be the coordinate of point E? So E, for E, it is shown that x equal to or axis equal to 2 by 3. So its coordinate will be 2 by 3, 0. Because on x-axis, y coordinate is always 0. So particularly in this question, which concept was shown? Can you tell me which concept is highlighted in this particular question, which we have solved just now? Yes, can you tell me which concept is highlighted in this question, in this example which we have seen now? Yes, fast. You try, तुक्का भी मार सकते हो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, बट आप कुछ बोलो एटलीस्ट. Yes. So in that question, which concept is highlighted? The concept of the, especially which I told, that on x-axis y coordinate is 0, on y-axis x coordinate is 0, or on x-axis ordinate is 0, and on y-axis abscissa is 0. That particular concept was highlighted in that question, which we tried to solve just now. Okay. Now we will move to exercise 3.2. Are you getting my voice, Aliva?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in that question, which concept was highlighted? Simply that on x-axis, ordinate is 0 and on y-axis, abscissa is 0. This concept was highlighted in that question because you could see all the points were on the axis, either x-axis or y-axis, and you have to tell the point. Okay. Now exercise 3.2. Write the answer of each of the following questions. So I will just read the question. You have to tell the answer. Okay, try. What is the name of horizontal and the vertical lines drawn to determine the position of any point in the Cartesian plane? So what is the name?
Abscissa and ordinate.
No, abscissa and ordinate are the points, position. Here it is talking about line, horizontal and vertical line. So which is that line? I have told reference line. What are the two reference lines?
Sir,
It
it
is
will be x-axis and y-axis.
perfect, x-axis and y-axis. So we generally draw it like this. Horizontal is x-axis and vertical one is y-axis. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay. Now, what is the name of each part of the plane formed by these two lines? So these are the two lines x and y. And what is the name of each part? I know. So there are four parts. First part, second part, third part, and fourth part. So what are the name? Simply they are called as quadrant. I will tell this. Okay, these are called as quadrant. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. And this plane is called XY plane. This plane is called XY plane. Okay, because it is formed of two axes, X and Y. Therefore, it is XY plane. And there are four quadrants: first, second, third, fourth. Third question: write the name of the point where these two lines intersect. So, what is the name of the point where these two lines intersect, x-axis and the y-axis?
Sir, it will be the origin.
Yeah, it will be origin, whose coordinate is 0, 0. Okay, so this question was quite easy. We'll go to second question. Write the following: the coordinate of B, the coordinate of C, and the point identified by the coordinate -3, -5. Let us see. The coordinate of B, the coordinate of C. So, yes, can you tell me the coordinate of B in this question? Where is point B? Point B is in the which quadrant? Which quadrant is this?
Second quadrant.
Second quadrant. What is the coordinate of this point?
Sir, it will be -5, 2.
Perfect. Okay. Then coordinate of point C. In which quadrant it is located? Point C. In which quadrant point C is located? Simple. Point C is coordinate point C is located in fourth quadrant. Okay. And what is the coordinate? Coordinate of point C?
Sir, it will be
Yes.
fourth quadrant.
Yeah, it will be fourth quadrant. And what will the coordinate?
Sir, it will be 5, -5.
Perfect. Okay. Now we will go to fourth question here. The point identified by the coordinate 2, -4. So you have to name the point. Which point is at 2, -4? Can you tell it?
So G point.
Perfect. Point G has the coordinate 2, -4. The abscissa of point D.
It will be 6.
Perfect. The ordinate of point H.
-3.
-3. Perfect. And then the coordinate of point M.
Sir, it will be -3, 0.
Perfect. -3. First we will write x-axis, x coordinate, and then y will be 0. So -3, 0. So in this way we complete exercise 3.2. It was quite easy. Just we had to plot the points and nothing else. Okay. Now next concept is plotting a point in the plane if its coordinates are given. So I have told always take the x-axis, always see the x-axis first and then y-axis. So how can we draw? Suppose if I want to plot 6 comma minus 2, so I am using black pen. If I want to if I want to plot 6 comma minus 2, so x coordinate is 6, that is abscissa is 6, and y coordinate is minus 2, that is ordinate is minus 2. So first we will see x coordinate. So abscissa is 6. So means on the x-axis, see where is 6, and then coordinate is minus 2. See on the y-axis where is minus 2 here. Now draw perpendicular lines from both the points. Okay. So it will come this side and this will come down. So this point will be 6 comma minus 2. Did you understand how to plot the points on a plane on a graph paper?
Yes, sir.
Yes. First always plot x coordinate and then y coordinate. Okay. As simple as that. Now example 3. Okay, let us solve this example 3. Locate the point 5 comma 0. So what we will do, we will use the this above graph only above to represent this. So yes, so we have to locate few points: 5 comma 0, 0 comma 5, 2 comma 5, 5 comma 2, minus 3 comma 5, minus 3 comma minus 5, 5 comma 3. I will use black pen. Okay, so suppose this is already made for us. We will just try to plot it. 5 comma 0, first point. Okay, so x coordinate is 5, y coordinate is 0. So x coordinate is 5 and y coordinate is 0, means this point only will be 5 comma 0. Okay, then it is 0 comma 5. So x coordinate is 0, means the point will be on y axis, and it is y coordinate is plus 5, so it will go up and this will be 0 comma 5. Okay, third point, 2 comma 5. So x coordinate is 2 and y coordinate is 5. So x coordinate is 2 and y coordinate is 5. So just draw perpendicular, and this point will be 2 comma 5. This point will be 2 comma 5. So always plot x coordinate first, then y coordinate, make perpendicular, you will get the point. 5 comma 2. So x axis is 5, so it will be something here, and 2. 2 is a positive, so it will be above. Draw the perpendiculars. This will be 5 comma 2. Okay, minus 3 comma 5. Take x coordinate minus 3, and 5 is positive, so it will be above. So now take perpendicular, this will be minus 3 comma, sorry, yeah, minus 3 comma 5. Now next point, minus 3 comma minus 5. So minus 3 on the x-axis, it is here. Minus 5 is downward. Draw the perpendicular, you will get minus 3 comma minus 5. Okay, so like this we can draw other points also, whatever is asked. The simple steps are: draw the x coordinate and then y coordinate, make perpendicular, join them. The point where it intersect will be your answer. Okay, is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then we shall move to directly next exercise, exercise 3.3. In which quadrant or on which axis do each of the point minus 2 comma 4 this lie? So you have to first tell the quadrant. So can you tell me, Aliva, minus 2 comma 4, in which quadrant will it lie?
Sir,
Minus
in
2 comma
second quadrant.
second quadrant, because abscissa is negative and ordinate is positive. 3 comma minus 1,
Sir, fourth quadrant.
yes, positive negative will be fourth. For then minus 1 comma 0,
Sir, it will be in second quadrant.
no, now you are wrong. So not in the second quadrant, it will be on x-axis, and we cannot say x-axis is in which quadrant. Okay, so suppose I draw like this. This is origin 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So minus 1 comma 0. Minus 1 comma 0 is this point, which is lying on x-axis. Okay, so you can see in the answer sheet also that what is given exactly there. Is it given fourth quadrant? But we will generally say that it lies on x-axis. Okay. Then 1 comma 2 both are positive first quadrant. Minus 3 comma minus 5 both are negative. Where will it lie? Minus 3 comma minus 5. Yes, -3 comma -5.
It will be in third quadrant.
It will be in third quadrant. Very good. Now, after that, also here it is given, verify your answer by locating them on a Cartesian plane. So you can take either graph paper or you can make on your in your copy also. Just you have to locate them. It's simple. First locate x at point and then y. Just I will do one for you. It is given -2 comma 4. Okay, -2 comma 4 is given. So -2, first we will locate x coordinate -2, and 4, 4 is positive, so it will be above the x-axis. So 4 here. Now draw perpendicular. You will get -2 comma 4. This will be the coordinate. Okay, point. Now second, plot the point x, y given in the following table on the plane. Choose suitable units of distance on the axis. Okay. So here one thing is new, maybe new for you. Choose suitable unit. What does suitable unit mean? Suitable unit means what do you what means how much you take of equal to 1 unit. Okay, आप 1 unit को कितने के बराबर लेते हो? जैसे कि यहाँ पर देखो x एक्सिस में क्या है, -2 -1 0 1 3. सो हम क्या कर सकते हैं, 1 unit equal to 1 centimeter, let us say. Okay, and y 8 7 -1.25 3 -1. So on y axis we can take again 1 unit equal to 1 centimeter. Sorry, 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. Just I have written opposite. 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit, and on y-axis you can again take 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. Now when you will make it, so see x equal to, first point is -2 comma 8. Okay, so -2 means this point negative x-axis comma 8. 8 will be on positive, that is above. Here something here will be -2 comma 8. Okay, when you want to represent 0 comma -1/25 -1.25, so 0 will be like x coordinate is 0 means the point will lie on y-axis, and -1.25 because it is minus, it will be on the negative side, that is below, and 1.25, so it will be somewhere between -1 and -2. So this point will be 0 comma -1.25. Like this we'll have to solve all the questions. Last point is 3 comma -1. So 3 on x-axis we will have to take 3, and then -1. -1, that is negative side, so it will be -1. So it will be something like 3 comma -1. Okay, so we'll solve like this. Have you understood this one? Do you have any doubts,
Yes, sir.
or everything is clear?
Everything is clear.
Okay, so this chapter was quite easy. Here we declare that our chapter has ended. Okay, now what you can do, you can just revise the things on your own, and then if you get any doubt, you can ask me in the next class. Otherwise, we shall start new chapter on tomorrow. Okay, that is fourth chapter. In case you get any doubt, you try to solve all these questions, all three exercises. If you get any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, we shall start new chapter. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, very nice. So, have you solved polynomials? Did you get any doubt? आपको कुछ पूछना है तो आप पूछ सकते हो अभी. कुछ भी पूछ सकते हो अभी तक आपको कुछ भी डाउट होगा. Yes. Okay, I guess everything is clear. So, we shall end the class on today. We shall start new chapter on tomorrow. Which is the next chapter? What is the next chapter? Yes,
Yes,
Aliva.
sir, it is linear equation with one variable.
Okay, linear equation in one variable, quite important, because in 10th class there will be a chapter called linear equation in two variables. So if concepts of one variable is clear, then only you will be able to tackle two variable in 10th class. So it's very important chapter. We will see on tomorrow. Okay. So till then, bye bye. Take care and try to solve all these questions. If whenever you solve it, send it to me. I shall check it. Okay. And you can solve polynomials also, because some part is remaining, I guess, of yours. Okay. So we shall meet on tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye. We'll end the class.